What has changed? That makes being around people less enjoyable for you now. If that question resonated with you, know that you're in good company. Many individuals in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s start to withdraw from the social circles they once held dear. It's not that they've lost interest. It's not a matter of bitterness or indifference. An internal shift has occurred. More often than not, that change stems from wisdom, not weakness. In this video, we explore 6 profound reasons that may explain your current tendency to steer clear of social interactions, despite once flourishing in them. These are informed insights. Each one resonates with a deep truth, reflecting experiences that many older adults have encountered, even if they seldom express them. You may find some reasons quite unexpected. Some may hit a sensitive spot. However, one thing is certain. When we finish, you'll gain a deeper insight into yourself and maybe even a touch more appreciation for the environment you've selected. Stay with us until the conclusion, as you'll discover that separating yourself from specific individuals is a choice worth making. Honestly, this could be one of the most transformative and enlightening decisions you've ever made. Let's dive in. First and foremost, the weight of previous betrayals. As time passes, we gather more than mere memories. We bear our scars. A few are minor. A minor disagreement here. A short-lived disagreement occurred. Yet some delve even further. Violations of confidence, feeling overlooked, times when we let our guard down, only to feel the sting of pain. As we grow older, the familiar echoes of the past resonate with greater clarity. We become more selective about who we let into our lives, not from bitterness, but from the understanding that not everyone deserves our closeness. Consider Chloe, an 81-year-old woman who consistently hosted weekend dinners with unwavering dedication. Her home resonated with melodies, laughter, and lively discussions. However, a gradual transformation took place. Certain friendships have gradually slipped into the background. Trust was shattered by one. Another disappeared following the death of her husband. It wasn't just one catastrophic incident, a gentle flow of minor sorrows. Nowadays, she chooses solitude over unwanted companionship. It's not that she has an aversion to people. Rather, she values tranquility far more than superficial impressions. In the later stages of life, a subtle shield begins to take shape, an armor forged through experience. It might not always provide comfort, yet it frequently feels indispensable. As you navigate through life and witness the swift transformations and vanishings of those around you, you naturally start to protect your time, your heart, and your energy. It's not about becoming distant. It's all about exercising discernment. Senior individuals frequently express their affection, provide unwavering support, and experience unexpected pain. This pattern encourages you to pause, contemplate, and step back when something feels off. You start to pay attention not only to the words people use, but also to the emotions that linger after they leave your presence. Psychologists call this relational fatigue, a state where nurturing connections becomes more exhausting than fulfilling. It's especially prevalent among individuals who have faced emotional challenges. There's truly no reason to feel embarrassed about it. It's a clear indication that you've embraced life to the fullest. You've seen the duality of human nature, showcasing both compassion and cruelty. When you opt for space instead of closeness, it's not driven by resentment. It's rooted in comprehension. Your heart has become a precious treasure, and not everyone deserves to access it at this stage of your life. Second, the desire for tranquility instead of meaningless conversation. In your earlier years, you may have found yourself enduring conversations devoid of substance, engaging in exchanges filled with trivial chatter, gossip, or mere words to occupy the silence. However, as time goes on, your tolerance for that starts to diminish. You don't actually have a problem with people. You've learned to cherish the tranquility that silence brings. The silence has transformed into a comfortable presence, It brings a sense of renewal. Once you've experienced that profound stillness, exchanging it for superficial conversation becomes quite a challenge. Meet Henry, a 76-year-old retired salesman. He was once a master of interaction, exuding warmth and friendliness, effortlessly engaging in conversation with anyone. Nowadays, he avoids events that demand continuous social interaction. He frequently avoids big family gatherings unless he genuinely feels prepared for them. When asked why, he replies, "I'm finished with conversations that merely occupy silence." He doesn't pursue solitude. He is in pursuit of depth, authenticity, and tranquility that allows for simply being without the pressure to perform. With age, we tend to protect our emotional energy more carefully. The desire to make an impression fades into the background. The need to demonstrate our worth diminishes. A desire for authenticity comes to the forefront. We pursue meaningful conversations that are authentic, unfiltered, and rooted in reality. If we can't locate them, many of us would prefer to cozy up with a book and a warm drink, rather than immerse ourselves in conversations that only amplify our solitude. This is not about creating distance. It's all about being purposeful, embracing the power of choice in how you allocate your time and whom you invite into your life reveals a profound resilience. You've rightfully claimed the power to safeguard your tranquility, maintain your energy, and decline without feeling the need to explain yourself. That's not a withdrawal. That's progress. As we fully embrace this clarity, we begin to realize that true richness in life isn't measured by the quantity of people surrounding us. At times, a genuine conversation or a tranquil evening spent in solitude brings more happiness than countless hours of obligatory interaction. If you found yourself pulling back recently, avoiding small talk and bypassing busy gatherings, keep this in mind. You won't be shutting down. It's time to rise and shine. Be certain about what elevates your spirit. Be clear about what drains your energy. That clarity is truly one of the wonderful gifts that come with age. If you're still tuned in and appreciating these insights, drop a comment with the number 2 below to let me know you're with me. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell to stay updated with all our latest videos. Your support empowers us to keep creating valuable content that educates and inspires you. Let's keep moving forward. Thirdly, the feeling that others no longer understand you. A moment arrives in life when you take a glance around and realize the world has transformed. You have as well. The slang feels foreign. The perspectives vary. The speed of life, conversations, expectations, and even friendships can feel utterly overwhelming. Amidst all this transformation, you may find yourself feeling overlooked, unheard, or just out of touch. Not due to any fault of your own, but because others have stopped taking the time to understand your perspective. Meet Ella, a vibrant 79-year-old who once inspired young minds as a school teacher. She cherished the moments spent with her younger relatives, sharing captivating stories from her life, how she raised 5 children, balanced a bustling household, maintained a full-time job, and still carved out time to volunteer. However, she now claims that they seldom inquire. As she talks, they offer polite smiles while glancing at their phones. It wasn't meant to happen. It's simply a matter of disconnection. As time passes, that gap starts to resemble a vast canyon. This is one of the subtle reasons individuals begin to distance themselves. It's not that they lack concern. Being in environments where your voice goes unheard can become utterly draining. Slowly, you start to select the company you keep, not for superiority, but for safety. You're aware of the intensity of your emotions, the richness of your experiences, and the depth of the wisdom you possess. However, when others cease to recognize its value, it becomes simpler to withdraw the offering. This type of loneliness transcends mere solitude. It's all about the sensation of being misinterpreted. Even in a crowd, you can feel utterly invisible. You express an idea, and suddenly, the conversation shifts direction. When you voice your worries, they label you as overly dramatic. After experiencing this repeatedly, you start to think that perhaps silence is the easier choice. Psychologists refer to this phenomenon as emotional invalidation, where your feelings are subtly dismissed or downplayed. This is an issue that impacts numerous older adults, yet it's a topic we often overlook. It occurs not through explicit rejection. It unfolds through a series of small moments that build up over time. Let's get real. Your opinions are still important. Your voice continues to resonate with significance. Your worth remains intact, even if others fail to recognize it. You've evolved beyond certain discussions, and that's perfectly fine. At times, the solution lies not in pushing your way into their realm. It's about discovering individuals or environments where you can simply be yourself without the need for constant justification. Where your presence speaks volumes. A place where genuine listening happens, rather than merely waiting for a chance to speak. When such individuals are few and far between, it's only instinctive to retreat, protect your energy, and seek solace in your own company. In that space, you truly come to know yourself completely. There's absolutely no reason to feel guilty about that. Fourthly, the anxiety of feeling like a burden. With the passage of time, a subtle concern starts to take root. A concern that extends beyond illness or death, but rather the fear of becoming a burden to those we cherish most. It's a daunting fear that's difficult to articulate, yet utterly inescapable. It's important to respect someone's busy agenda. Reaching out for help might feel daunting, even when it's essential. And thus, you fall silent, remain indoors. You maintain your space. This goes beyond mere stubbornness. It's all about care. It revolves around honoring oneself. It's about ensuring that your presence doesn't come across as an obligation. You begin to decline invitations, not out of disinterest, but to ensure that no one feels obligated to make extra effort. You choose to keep your worries to yourself, not out of distrust, but to avoid adding to their burdens. Gradually, your world starts to shrink. Meet Herbert, an 84-year-old widower who cherished every weekend spent with his daughter's family. As his mobility declined, he increasingly declined their invitations. When questioned about it, he stated, "I don't want them altering their lives for my sake. They have established careers and are raising children. I'll only be a hindrance." Despite his family never treating him as a burden, the anxiety of being a hassle overshadowed his desire for connection. Many older adults experience a peculiar tension. The greater your reliance on others, the more you may find yourself resisting it. The deeper your appreciation for connection, the more hesitant you may feel to extend a hand, as you've dedicated your life to being resilient, to being the supporter, to being the pillar everyone relies on. Requesting support now feels foreign, perhaps even a bit uneasy. This fear arises from a fundamental human desire, the longing to be loved unconditionally rather than out of duty. When you sense that your presence could lead to tension, you start to distance yourself. You prefer solitude over the weight of obligation. Let's get real. Your loved ones are eager to support you. They may not always articulate their feelings effectively. They may not consistently hit the mark. Your worth isn't determined by your level of self-sufficiency. It all comes down to your identity. When those around you truly care, your needs will always be embraced, never viewed as a burden. They will be welcomed with great respect. The fear lingers, shaping your choices and decisions. You hesitate when you have something to say. You choose to stay in when you'd rather go out. You're on the sidelines when you crave to be part of the action. As time goes by, it becomes simpler to distance oneself from others, rather than confront the unease that comes with relying on them. If you're enjoying this video and finding the insights valuable, drop a comment with the number 4 below to let me know you're tuning in. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time to do so. Don't forget to hit the bell icon to stay updated with all our latest videos. Your support empowers us to keep delivering valuable content that informs and inspires you. Let's continue onward. The subtle decline of once vibrant connections. Not all connections conclude with disputes or farewells. They effortlessly disappear. Individuals embark on various journeys. Priorities change over time. Life gently pulls you in different directions, often in ways that go unnoticed. You have no plans to wander aimlessly. It simply occurs. One day, you suddenly notice that the individuals who once occupied your calendar have faded from your daily life. It isn't always a struggle. At times, it offers a sense of tranquility. Yet, on other occasions, it lingers with a gentle melancholy. It feels as though you've transcended something that was once precious to you. You think back on the lunches, the lengthy conversations, the laughter shared, and ponder what shifted. Could it have been them? Could it have been you? Perhaps it was a combination of both. Imagine Victoria, a vibrant 73-year-old who cherished her weekly strolls with her best friend from high school. As time passed, those walks transitioned from monthly to yearly and eventually came to a halt. There was an absence of conflict, no strain in the air, only a serene acknowledgement that the bond had diminished. Their journeys had taken different directions. Fresh passions, revamped habits. Victoria remarked, "This story is more prevalent than most realize. Friendships built during specific life stages, whether it's parenting, collaborating at work, or living next door, often fade when those seasons change. As you journey deeper into the later stages of life, you may discover that the company you keep no longer aligns with the person you are evolving into. That's not a setback. It's a form of advancement. As you start to appreciate your time and energy, you instinctively become more deliberate about where you invest them, not due to outgrowing them, but because you recognize your own needs. At times, what you truly require is a little breathing room. Room to inhale, to take a moment, to just be. Once reliable companions that used to elevate you may now seem exhausting. What used to be effortless conversations may now seem a bit forced. Rather than imposing your will, you opt for space, not out of frustration, but from a deep respect for yourself. Many believe that aging comes with the inevitable loss of loved ones. What often goes unsaid is that sometimes the choice to let go is yours alone, as you come to understand that being close without genuine connection can feel more isolating than solitude itself. Creating distance from certain individuals isn't solely about steering clear of others. It's all about honoring the changes that occur within you. Embrace the change you've undergone. It's a journey worth celebrating, not regretting. Embrace the bliss of independence. At some stage in life, you shift from seeking the company of others to valuing the beauty of solitude, not born from pain nor from a void, but because you discovered what many failed to realize. Your own existence is sufficient. A unique tranquility envelops you when you understand that there's no need to justify your choices, seek approval, or wear a mask of pretense. For years, you might have found yourself surrounded by others, whether through work, family, or various commitments. In those moments, you might have found it nearly impossible to take a breath, to sit in stillness, to listen to your inner voice free from interruptions. When you finally embrace that tranquility, it transforms into something truly sacred, not an escape, but a treasure to cherish. Imagine James, an 82-year-old gentleman who once flourished in the company of others. His place was the ultimate gathering spot, and his laughter echoed the loudest among the crowd. In recent years, he has discovered a deeper joy in simply sitting on his porch and watching the birds, rather than hosting gatherings. When asked about feelings of loneliness, he chuckles and replies, "I've got enough memories in my head to keep me occupied for days." What he has discovered is not solitude, it's tranquility. This change frequently leaves those around you feeling perplexed. Concerns may arise. They may think you're pulling away due to feelings of sadness. Yet, in truth, you're connecting with something more profound. A melody that embraces softness while delivering depth. A quieter existence filled with purpose and significance. You've let go of the need to fill every silence, justify every action, or be perpetually available. That's not what we call detachment. That's a valuable perspective. This understanding is forged through years of dedication, effort, and unwavering support for those around us. When embraced, solitude transforms into a sanctuary. This is the sanctuary for your recovery, the fertile ground for your thoughts, and the space where your authentic self can thrive without restraint. As you grow older, you come to realize that some of your most serene moments are those spent in solitude. Your pace is uniquely yours. Presence. If you haven't subscribed yet, now's the perfect time. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell so you never miss out on any of our videos. Your support empowers us to keep delivering meaningful content designed to inspire and uplift you. It's time to bring this to a close. In conclusion, which part struck a chord with you today? Which of these 6 reasons resonated with you on a personal level? As if it were pulled right from the pages of your narrative. Perhaps it was the subtle decline of once familiar connections. Perhaps it was the instant you understood that your desire for peace required no explanation. I trust it served as a reminder of something truly important. You're not breaking down. You're undergoing a transformation. Stepping back from social interactions doesn't imply that you're harboring resentment or being unapproachable. It could just indicate that you've gained wisdom. After years of navigating through life, you've earned the privilege to be deliberate, to safeguard your peace, to honor your unique pace, and to discover significance not in the noise around you, but in the serene assurance that resides within. Embracing solitude brings a sense of dignity. Understanding your boundaries is a source of strength. Experience genuine freedom by letting go of the pressure to validate your worth through relentless activity or perpetual engagement. If you've been distancing yourself from others, pause to reflect on why that might be. What you may truly desire isn't separation, but rather harmony. This video serves as a gentle reminder that your moments of pause do not go unnoticed. Your silence speaks volumes. It resonates with understanding. In your moments of solitude, remember that you are not truly alone. Countless others share this journey, embodying quiet strength, profound reflection, and a clearer understanding of what truly matters. We truly appreciate you taking the time to be with us today, Ella. We're eager to hear your thoughts. We'd love to hear from you. Share one insight you discovered today and how you plan to implement it in your life moving forward. Your opinion is important, so feel free to share your thoughts. Your comments inspire and uplift us immensely. If this video resonated with you and provided valuable insights, we invite you to like, subscribe, and share it with others. Your support enables us to continue creating content that inspires and empowers. We appreciate you tuning in, and we're excited to have you join us for the next video.